Well, hello everyone. I'm Jill Bloom, publisher of Walls and Ceilings, roofing contractor, and building enclosure. I'm here today with my editors, John Wyatt and associate editor, Hannah Belloli of Walls and Ceilings. And we're so honored to be here today with Kyle Young, who is the president of Acoustic, Ceiling, and Partitions of Ohio. Kyle, thank you so much for joining us. And I'd like to, at this point, turn it over to John, who's going to kind of kick us off.
Thank you so much, Jill. Good morning, America. And Kyle, what's up, dude? It's been a couple years since we've chatted.
Yeah. How you doing, John? I appreciate you, Hannah, and Jill taking the time to meet with me and see if we can solve the world's problems today.
Likewise, let's tear it apart and put it back together, man. So why don't we start with you, though? So I think we last chatted in 2018. You were profiled in our next generation kind of contractors, those typically, under 40 and all that.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years since then, and my guess is things are still booming for ACP down there, and you're in Columbus, correct?
Yeah, for sure. We're down here in Columbus, and we've continued to see, significant growth. We grew approximately 25% last year, and we're trending on about another 35% growth this year. So this market is definitely good, and we're staying busy. Just if we can get some of this COVID thing behind us and get the manpower back working full staff, it'll make a big difference. So
you're still actively bidding jobs, correct?
We're absolutely still actively bidding jobs, and luckily we have some backlog through 22 that's going to keep us going. We have seen some activity slow down a little bit, but Columbus, Ohio is still going to see quite a bit of work in the coming future here. So
for next year, for 2021, do you still project, I guess, what you did last year or what you project for this year, 25% or a little down?
Well, we'll see a little bit of a downturn here. Just trying to manage through all that growth here. We've with everything that's went on, we're probably going to track down maybe instead of 30%, maybe 15-20%. But I still hope and anticipate growth going forward.
Very good.
And so, Kyle, how has Ohio's restrictions affected your business with ACP? Are there still really strict restrictions, or have things loosened up?
Well, so, talking to our sister company in Michigan, they've had some problems. They completely shut down. So we transferred some guys, came down from the Michigan office down in here to Columbus to help out, because what we saw is all these jobs. We're currently actively working on about 45 projects, and not one single schedule changed. But yet we lost about 30% of the workforce staying home for, either they're worried or kids or things like that. And, Ohio was considered, construction was considered essential. We're doing a lot of schools and hospital work. So, we're trying to manage 30 some percent growth with about 30% less of the workforce. And it's definitely been a big struggle to try and manage through, but we're making headway here, and hopefully in the next couple months we'll be over that hump. So.
Mm-hmm. So are you guys doing anything specific to combat that labor shortage? I know you said you brought some guys in from Michigan, but other than that?
Yeah, we brought some guys in from Michigan. We partnered with some general contractors that do some small self-perform stuff that have given us some of their guys to use. We've also, we're not doing it now, but we were doing some incentive pays and stuff like that during March, April, May, when things were really questioning what was going to happen and everything. We were giving some incentive pays to people that were working 40 hours a week. And now I've actually hired a consultant to help with recruitment and retention to see what we can do to entice people to come, and not only with COVID, just trades in general, where we're shrinking. So we got to see what we can do to keep that growth going.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So would you say that labor shortage is the biggest challenge that your company is facing today, or does it more lay on the COVID side of things?
I think they go hand in hand right now today. we knew the market was going to be tight with labor, but combat that with people having kids and have to stay home because schools are going to hybrid schedules or virtual, and so you put all that lump all that together, and you got to some fun and challenging times.
So Kyle, how far is your reach in Ohio? Do you guys get up to Cleveland or down to Cincinnati?
Not as of today. We're definitely looking for growth opportunities in some of those markets, whether it be acquiring another company or just starting up and reaching out to some of those locations. We're within about a 90-mile radius of Columbus, Ohio. We'll go down to Ohio University. We'll go up to, Ohio State Wooster, but pretty much staying right here centrally located. We've had a lot of the tech companies have started coming in, and we're seeing some hedge fund companies open up in Columbus, Ohio, which are bringing a lot of tech companies, which means a lot of data centers and things like that. So our traditional hospitals and schools, and now you're adding quite a few data centers. So,
So you probably you don't color outside the state lines. You don't head over to Indianapolis or I guess that would be West Virginia.
yeah, no, we don't. As of today, we don't travel outside of the state lines. As I said, we're looking to grow in Ohio here, and we'll see where that takes us after that. There's always some opportunities to see what we can come up with, but not as of today. So,
Any cool projects you want to tell us about going on right now? Something important?
we got a lot of some big projects. We have a ton of schoolwork going on right now, and the exciting part for us is schools are traditionally block walls and paint and block. Well, now with the metal studs and drywall and impact resistant drywall, we're seeing a lot more. Our traditional school package that was $800,000 is now turning into $4 or $5 million projects, just due to the fact that putting a lot more metal studs and drywall in. A fun project. There's getting ready to start here in the first quarter of next year is a new psychiatric hospital for the city of Columbus, or it's actually state of Ohio. Pretty excited about that because that's going to be our opportunity to start using panelization, and we're doing panelization with brick ties, rigid insulation, windows, the whole 9 yards in our panel. So I can't wait to see how that's going to go.
Any particular dealers or suppliers you want to give a shout out to?
We got quite a few suppliers here, but no, we're doing good here and working with those guys, and they're keeping us doing a great job keeping us going.
Kyle, how do you see the remainder of the year shaping up for ACP?
Just maintaining, just trying to get over that hump, just trying to keep the manpower so we can start to free up with some of this new work coming in the first quarter of next year. Just trying to get on top of things. A big thing, we're working 6-7 days a week on a lot of these jobs, and just to try and get caught up, and we're starting to see some burnout, and trying to get some of those guys some rest and relaxation so we can be fresh and keep going.
Kyle, we didn't really ask, but is there any awesome company news you want to share? Anything that's happened within the last half a year or 2020? It's been such a dismal, hard year, I think, for all of America. So it's always kind of a relief just to hear you talk about something pretty awesome. I mean, you're obviously still working. That's all great news, but anything specifically with the company, such as new investments or software or anything of the like?
Yeah, we're really starting to look hard at haven't quite got there, but starting to look hard at some panelization and some things like that, and also, like I said before, looking hard at other offices and trying to grow. We've been fortunate here to a lot of companies. It's either struggling right now, and we've been fortunate to keep on going and having a record year. So I'm excited about that, and hopefully we can keep going and, take that investment and turn it into some more growth.
You know, probably a decade back, I went to one of your job sites, and I know you guys certainly have a progressive mindset, especially when it comes to new products and being on the cutting edge of that. I think you guys were using the Panel Max at that time, which was a grabber
Yep.
product.
Yep.
Or perhaps I'm thinking of the no coat that would spit out the
Yep, for sure.
and the 20-footer corner beads. And
Yeah.
I saw the guys just lay in a room like in 5 minutes. It was insane. It was really cool. So yeah, I think, I think you guys had the Panel Max from Grabber that does the mill work and cuts corner beads and all that. So any cool new products that you want to, I suppose, talk to us about real quick?
Yeah, I'm excited here, getting ready to join a peer group, hopefully here with a bunch of other drywall contractors across the country, and it's neat to hear some of those guys talking some of the technology that's in Boston and New York and Las Vegas and California. Bringing that here to Central Ohio, and we're kind of behind in some of those things, but yeah, we're looking at there's some stuff out there called FrameCAD, and what that is that's taking a Revit model and inserting it and kicking out shop drawings, and you're, instead of buying metal studs now, you are buying coil stock, and you're making all your own custom studs, job specific there. And there's even been some instances when they put that technology in Connex boxes and shipped them to Afghanistan, to build things for troops and stuff like that out there. So I think that's what you're going to see, some of that. And the other technology that we've seen really come to fruition here is job tracking technology, and it's just getting better and better. We can come up with cost to completes on an hourly basis and kind of see where jobs are sitting. And I just think that's going to get more and more progressive, and we'll be able to more accurately track manpower as well as where we stand financially, for sure.
Well, what you're bringing up sounds like a lot of software. So, I mean, that's the investments you're making right now, not so much in products and systems, but I think FrameCAD is like a BIM system.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boy, that is some incredible stuff that they can do with that now, and each year it just gets better and better. So, Kyle, I know this was short and sweet, but at this point, we want to thank you for your time. I'm going to pass things back over to Jill. She might have a follow-up question, but certainly always good to chat with you, man.
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks, John.
Yeah, it's always great to hear how you're growing, and even with 30% fewer guys and you're still growing, that's really exciting. So congratulations.
Thank you.
The only question I have for you, Kyle, is if you could have talked to yourself a year ago before any of this happened, what would you have told yourself to help you prepare?
Don't take so much work. I don't know that I ever could have prepared for it. I mean, you saw the tidal wave coming and the quantity of work, and it's going to continue to grow. And, just kind of get your, it's been this way for everybody. You're making up stuff on the fly, but, just kind of try and get your operating procedures in place so that how everything's going to roll. Because you never know. It's a big thing right now. You never know when one of your key guys could go down and, is going to be off for 2-3 weeks. So I think that's a big thing that I wish I would have done earlier, but we're trying to do now is, getting all our procedures in place so anybody can pick up and keep running with the ball.
Yeah, I think crisis management is something everyone's kind of reviewing to make sure they move forward.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you again, Kyle, so much for your time. Thank you, everybody out there, for watching. If you have any questions, please go to wconline.com. While you're there, make sure you click on the Contact Us page and sign up for our e-newsletters, our free digital edition, so you can always stay up to date with when our videos are happening and some great interviews with some awesome contractors like Kyle. And everyone, please stay safe and healthy, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks again, Kyle.
All right. Thanks, John.